went crazy.
And look at
Went
this.
crazy.
This is real interesting. The map choice here. Loser's pick, of course, means Awsomniac get to pick this next map, and they have picked Pro Viaduct. This is a map that was traditionally the bogey map of the last resort. They really despised Viaduct, but as I recall, was it Viaduct one of the maps that they beat Mir in Germany on? I forget. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but
yeah, it was.
Yeah. From the Awsomniac perspective,
3-0.
Flippy can be very powerful here when given a chance to snipe, but we saw the stats, how Rake and Flippy match up. It mightn't be giving them that much of an advantage, and I'm pretty sure TLR would have expected Awsomniac to pick this map, because it's just a well-known thing that TLR don't like playing Viaduct traditionally, so they might have had plenty of time to practice on this. I'm really excited to see the second map.
Me too. It is an interesting choice. Yeah, we did see that TLR victory. It was a 3-0 on Viaduct. That was you and I casting that one. And so certainly TLR has it in them, but I mean, you can't blame Awsomniac. I mean, what else are you going to pick for a map? I think that's probably their best bet, and it should give us a thriller here. The second map of this semifinal, Prem 6s, it's TLR, it's Awsomniac. And we've had a hell of a time so far. It has not been a one-sided match. It has been very, very close.
Yeah, incredibly close. I think perhaps TLR are almost a little bit surprised by how well Awsomniac were playing. They did manage to stabilize things and come back into it on their own terms, eventually winning by a one-round margin. Badlands finishing up 4-3 if you just joined us. But we are here on Pro Viaduct, and this is like a match map for the last resort. They win this game and they are through to the next round. If they lose it, we'll be going to a third and final deciding map, which they will get to choose under this loser's pick system.
Yeah, absolutely. And another reason I like Viaduct is we're going to have some sniper v sniper, it looks like. We didn't really see Rake doing any sniping last time, but look at him now. He's warming up, he's opping, like for all you CS fans out there. We should see some sniper versus sniper times on here, and like we talked about at the beginning, Flippy and Rake is a very even sniping matchup. If you're not familiar with both of those players, we're just telling you, it is. We analyzed all the numbers, we crunched it all. Us and Gentleman John as well. Shoutouts to John. But yeah, either of those guys could be a difference maker, depending who can get hot sniping here in Viaduct.
Yeah, I must just reiterate your credit to Gentleman John. He's really been doing all the heavy lifting on this stat stuff. I've given him little bits of feedback about how he would like to use it in the cast, but he's like, he was even ill there last week and recently, and he's still been doing work on it constantly.
Let's get some hearts in chat for Gentleman John. He's an amazing dude.
Yeah, he actually fainted, passed out. He was feeling ill, had some sort of virus or flu type thing, and collapsed, and then he was still on talking to me about how we could improve the stats thing. That is dedication.
Wow. Passed out. He was doing stats from the hospital bed.
I think so. It was like the eureka moment. He fell and hit his head, and like Isaac Newton, he came up with a theory of TF2 stats. It was a beautiful mind. He saw numbers all around the walls.
In a fever dream.
Exactly. Looks like a few of the TLR guys are taking a little bit of a break here in between maps. Kyler's sitting in spec, and who isn't even on the server right now? It's Marilyn. He disappeared altogether.
Big Marilyn. And so it's kind of interesting now. We'll see sort of maybe a change in dynamic a little bit in team play styles on a smaller map like Viaduct. I mean, we talked about some of the positioning things. It's a lot different here on Viaduct. We talked about Marilyn being a real aggressive sort of medic. How do you think these teams are going to play this Viaduct map in terms of style, overall team style? If you had to guess.
Honestly, I expect Tech and T-Mac to go in and try and trade a lot and lead their scouts to protect their medic. They're going to go in deep a lot, just try and do a lot of damage with that focus fire, and they're very good at it. That's sort of how I remember them playing Viaduct. I can't even think of the last time I saw an Awsomniac game. I have no idea how this TLR roster is going to do it. We will see Flippy go and snipe on the scope sometimes, but I can't even tell you like in what situations Flippy thinks it's a good idea to snipe. I suppose traditionally it's like when you're defending, when you have taken control of the point, you have an advantage, and the enemy is trying to use their spawn timer advantage to throw waves of players at you, you're going to have a sniper there so you can get those picks from long range and force off early Uber pops. But then at the same time, some people like to run a sniper when they're behind as well, and you know, while their players are jumping in, maybe a sniper peeks from the cliff and tries to dome your medic who's holding his, or trying his best to hold on to an Uber charge. So I think in most phases of play, a sniper is very acceptable. You just have to adjust the way your team plays slightly, because you know, without that second scout, you lose a lot of anti-air and maybe a lot of width in your team. You have to play more around your medic a little bit.
Yeah, I think that whoever is out there making stats plugins, can we get the stats plugin that tracks the amount of air time, how long each player spends in the air? Because I want to take bets on who's that going to be. Who's going to be in the air the longest? My bet is probably T-Mac, although it will remain to be seen. We are definitely going to see a lot of bombing. It should be a lot of bloodbaths on this Viaduct map. It has a reputation for being like that. A lot of bombs and jumps.
Yeah, I think T-Mac is pretty much a ballet dancer. Only ever his tippy toes touch the ground
Right.
as he dances around the map. Maybe Exxon as well. Exxon doesn't jump that often, but when he does jump, he goes super high, puts one sticky under the feet of your medic, and then lands a pipe, an air pipe to his face.
Yep.
And this is a map where you see these medic assassination attempts, and that's another thing I guess I expect to see from Awsomniac. When the chips are down, we will see Exxon coming in and making some ridiculous frags, but we have gone live here, Getawhale.
We're going here. We're both teams running out of regular Uber, and I guess we'll see who strikes first here on this initial mid. And I think both teams, they've still got to feel each other out. It is a new map, but down right away. Look at Flippy. Flippy picked out Cal, so much for that, and knocks down two. So with no soldiers, TLR maybe didn't want that to happen.
Oh, Rake is behind actually. Rake has pistoled down Flippy with the winger and is now hiding up there on the battlements. China, as I learned it was called since taking up Highlander. And Heist is going to jump in, but it's a solo attempt at a force here. The coordination is not good. They're going to send in a conga line of players. Nox gets juggled forward, but nowhere near Bull. He's having a fairly easy time holding on to this Uber. That was a pretty pathetic suicide wave there.
There's a conga line, and TLR is having a hell of a time staying alive. TLR just running, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and call it suicide waves, because they've lost medics and demos and soldiers already. AWS has kept most of their players up. Soldier now, T-Mac was taking that top rock there. Just kind of holding in-house right now. Bull playing it real safe, real smart move. Dean Moole going down to Rake, headshotting. Before the match, Rake and Flippy were having some fun. Flippy asked, "Are you AA?" which stands for auto aim. And Rake's answer was no, BA, which I assume is bad aim. Little self-deprecating on himself, but Rake picking up. He's got his first headshot, and obviously a very good sniper.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting, and Flippy has come out on top in this sniper battle. But like, TLR should have really pushed when they had that one-man advantage. The middle died first to the shot of Rake. They could have just sent in their entire team on a suicide wave there, and they would have had much better chances having already killed one person. Maryland could have run back, but they chose to stay in and try and take a fight on here. And now the clock has run down to 1 minute 30 left for the red team. Uber's come in and they're traded, but it's a superior Uber here from Bull this time. Tech has the option, chases Maryland, gets the frag. Now he's trying to kill Rake off. Heist is going to jump in here. Here comes the suicides. They're sending so many players on the head of Bull. It's Nox who gets credit for the frag.
Down goes Bull. And that was Nox getting the credit for it there, but just damage
Heist behind,
from all
Heist
around.
behind. Heist is on Flippy right now, puts a sticky or a pipe at his feet, launches him forward, and he's been called out. But is there anyone there to finish off Heist? DeMille's trying to do it. Heist is dropping down for the kit. He's going to jump out. Makes it as far as the point. 20 health will go down.
Finally. Yeah, I mean, this is a point that still belongs to Red here, Admirable. We're looking at 50 seconds away from Awsomniac taking this first round. Finally now, TLR going to get out there on the point. Not able to take advantage of their better spawns until now. It's kind of waiting too long, isn't it?
Yeah, they really made a meal of that. Oh, and Flippy with the headshot finds Bernard. He's on a kill spree of 6.
The control point is being captured.
Flippy, my goodness. Tech there taking out Rake.
It's the worst time for TLR to trade as well, even though their medic died. Well, they're about to lose the point anyway. They're going to get a sort of bump in their spawn times, or a cut, but they have gone in, and there's 40 seconds left on the clock. Their medic's just spawned. He's running the normal medic, and they do have time for an Uber if they want to wait, but I feel they have to go in dry here.
Flippy knows where the combo is coming from, or well, he was guessing they were coming from Cliff. He was wrong. He's still up on his long life, and it's now or never really for TLR. They can't let this get to overtime. They've got to take it now. Oh, but down goes. There's a huge pick on Heist, and that's Flippy, our old friend, still alive on his 7-kill streak. Defending this point now, real good job by Bull here with his demo, just preventing the blue cap. And this might be it for round 1.
Yeah, well played there by Awsomniac. Maybe they have been practicing this map. TLR seem a little bit confused in their maneuvers. Right now the point is decaying pretty quickly. Heist is thinking he can just jump on here and edge it for a few seconds, but gets shut down, clothesline there by the Mool, Tech, and the entire Awsomniac team. 1-0 here. We play first to 3 in Europe, so 2 more rounds and Awsomniac will be going to a 3rd map.
I want to point out 2 things here. First of all, on the scoreboard, Heist 0 points, which is not. And I mean, we know Heist puts out a ton of damage and doesn't always necessarily get the kills, but you don't want 0 points. It's probably below what you're looking for. Also, Flippy, I don't know if he died. I think that was all 1 life that whole round, maybe 2. But this point going to be up for grabs here any second. And look, we got it way in behind here. Soldier for... who's that? That's T-Mac, way in behind. My vote for biggest air. And he's going to come in behind. Is he going to make something happen here? T-Mac is coming in with his black box. He had no medic there, but he's going to... he finally does go down. Point goes to TLR.
Yeah, importantly, Tech killed Merlin in that engagement. Although Bull has spawned, he's chosen to go Medigan. He will have a little advantage, but it's not going to be that significant. Oh, Tech jumps in, lands a couple of direct rockets. Exxon trying to follow up on the damage. Flippy actually finds Rake on the flank, but the combo of TLR here has lost its buff. Nox Isolate, it will get focused down, but Heist is still pumping out that sticky damage. And Awsomniacs have taken control of the point here. It's going to be faster spawns for TLR. This is a dangerous time for AWS to take on the fight. They are missing a few players here. They would be wise to just back off and take whatever time they can. Exxon's been isolated from his medic's heals. He will get rushed down by Rake.
Yeah, and Rake, I don't know if Rake's going to prefer to stay up as Scout or as Sniper. I'd say he's about equally dangerous on each, especially on a smaller map like this, like Viaduct. And he's going to... Rake thinking about moving in. Holding on to this point now, so obviously AWS, they're going to have a bunch of quicker spawns, but they're all up right now.
Oh,
We're gonna have
Rake
probably
is
an Uber
really doing a number
here
on Tech here. He's just taking his buff away entirely.
Yeah.
Eventually the Uber comes in. It was sort of fortunate there that Maryland chose to pop at the same time. Both roamers down as it stands. T-Mac is going to spawn faster. AWS are getting time on the point. Exxon goes in deep to find Maryland. So's Tech, but he gets cleaned up.
That's kind of the classic Exxon moment we're talking about. We mentioned more than once now. Going in deep, he does get the medic, but he goes down himself. And now all of TLR are up as Maryland respawns, and they're gonna... Ooh, they want this point, but it's not gonna be easy.
Bull on 4 health. Bull survives there. Oh, he got pressured real hard, and TLR throw away a load of players in a situation where they actually... Oh, they should have crushed that. I'm just so confused right now. Like, AWS went in and lost their pocket and their demo man right at the moment when they were capping the point and would have had the worst spawns, and yet still, without that massive window of opportunity, TLR fail to get the medic pick and fail to really achieve anything with that. And now Bull's sitting with an advantage. There's going to be another suicide wave here, Getawhale.
Yep. And, oh, they're going to go straight in. They get the demo out. They're going to get the... Oh, Bull goes down as well. And I call it a... Right? Yeah, I call it a successful, easy for me to say, suicide wave. That worked a little bit.
Was it a drop? Was it an actual drop?
I think it was close. If it wasn't, I didn't see the exact percentage, but we'll call that a drop. Now the point though still belongs to Red. We still have AWS owning this point right now, and TLR though have full Uber.
Oh,
Maryland at 45 though. Jeez, oh my God, it almost picks him out, but he finally pops. Can't cap while Ubered, but now oh, look at this! Maryland down right away. That's
Bull goes down as well.
Scout. Oh my
Rake
God!
runs forward, kills Bull, and everybody is standing on that med pack below Cliff for AWS. Calho jumps in. I think it was Calho, and gets follows up on the sort of position that Rake has pushed him into, and gets a ton of frags there, or a ton of damage put out. But it's Rake and Kyler who are actually cleaning up the frags.
We are trading back and forth here, and. I know numbers aren't everything, but I'm looking at the scouts, Deemul and Flippy for Awsomniac, and they've been cleaning everything up so far and just very, very dangerous. Yeah, Flippy now on Sniper.
What can he do? I'm watching the scope. He's looking for the tiniest of angles here around the rock and the wooden fences. Nobody knows he's here yet. He hasn't fired a shot. His team are dying all around him. He needs to hit a heroic shot. He sees the medic, but doesn't even connect the body shot. He's being called now. Merlin knows all he has to do is stand in that alcove. Now he moves across onto the point. Flippy's trying to take the scout here.
He's still alive. Flippy, what are you doing? Getting some quick scopes, SMG out, but he goes down and he will be missed. And so the point does belong to TLR. They've got about 40 seconds to go before they take this round. It's going to be 1-1.
Bull sitting on a... Oh, Merlin goes down. Exxon goes in for the hero play. Gets the drop. Maybe it wasn't actually a drop, but close to it. Gets the medic pick at least on
we'll call all of them
Merlin.
drops.
And three players down, and inferior spawns here for TLR. This is going to be an AWS point, but can they hold on for the minute and 15 seconds?
Well, the point still belongs to TLR right now, actually, as time ticks down, and we're looking at 10 seconds.
Uh-oh. They have ended up losing 3 players themselves. I feel like TLR are going to be able to hold on to this one. Looks like Curse of the Caster. I'm not going to call it. They can still edge it onto the point. No, Tech giving up. He doesn't want to touch the point. 1-1
right on.
Here.
So now a 1-1, and as Admirable said, we go to 3, and it's still anyone's game.
Flippy's going to snipe this time, and what I noticed the last time in the first 2 rounds, Flippy was sniping from the cliff angle, like he wasn't taking on the China angle that gives him the longer sight here, and this time he is going to peek onto China and get full view of the point, and now they know there's a sniper on the field, but he's much better protected. Tech immediately shuts down Rick. T-Mac is holding them up on the flank, but Flippy isn't really hitting the shots.
Tech is going crazy right now. He's still up. He had 2 big picks, including... Oh, and there's Flippy getting knocks, and AWS pretty dominant on this first encounter. And, yeah, I mean, this is... it's getting down to the crunch time here now, Admirable. This is essentially now a best of 3 rounds. We'll take this. Whoever can win 2. But we haven't switched to Crits Creek.
Yeah.
You spotted it too, yeah. So Crits Watch is on if they can keep their medic up, but the thing is, guess what? Merlin's got Uber too. He has it right now. He doesn't have to wait. And so we'll see if they're going to be aggressive and do that with. Oh!
Rake
That's
down,
a snipe on Rake. Flippy's still going nuts, and he hasn't gone down, I don't think, yet.
No, Nox and Heist both get flashes from the Uber, and AWS are far forward here. Bull makes it into the doorway back to spawn, but he does have that crit streak, and he's going to have it soon. And TLR are only just now capping the point, and there's 40 seconds already taken off that clock for AWS, and they will be shortly pushing in with a crit streak. They might wait for Exxon to respawn, but momentarily there will be massive amounts of damage coming in red onto blue, I think, Will.
Yeah, and Rake has been given pick duty as he respawned as Sniper, and so we'll see here, can he maybe nullify that crits with a big headshot? It is certainly possible, as crits now, they're sitting on it. Bull has his, and here we go, they pop it. The jump in from Exxon is going to, almost crater. Is Merlin still alive? Oh my god.
Exxon air shot, T-Mac onto a Rake there with the black box.
I can't believe that.
No good, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and Exxon jumped all the way in, and he almost cratered, and now full Uber on the side of blue. Merlin has his. The point's going to get capped back, looks like. We've got scouts on there. It's going to be TLR's point again.
That was all on Exxon, man. Like, you saw the way Awsomniac were playing. They sent a few players in to scout out the position of the medic. He knew the medic was there, but his first sticky was really wild and not even close. And look at that, Nox with the raid, sees Bull's heal beam, jumps round, gets the medic pick, and what was supposed to be a suicide wave there.
Exxon down, we've got 4 down for AWS, and yeah, we'll give them the credit and call that a suicide wave. Kyler did a great job actually on the flank. He did a lot of the damage on Exxon.
Big forward hold there.
Yeah, very forward hold. I was going to say, Merlin, a very aggressive medic, and really likes to bring his team forward and play like this, but maybe danger now. Merlin goes down. The wrong decision. Can we call it that?
Yes, I guess that's the risk you take when you hold forward and commit your medic like that. These spawns are still coming in much faster for the red team. They don't control middle, but they're about to take control of it as Heist is being chased out on 40 health. Flippy's going for it. He's on 20 himself. Does pistol him down. But nobody there to pick up that frag.
Yeah, I mean, Merlin is a fantastic medic, and in terms of survivability, he's one of the best. But on a small map like this, like Viaduct, it's very easy to get taken out and very easy to get bombed. The point right now is red. AWS owns it. It is still 1-1 if you're just joining us. It's the second map.
We got Rake on Sniper, but Flippy is playing Scout right now, so if they choose to give TLR space here, they're actually making Rake's job easier. Somebody needs to bomb as soon as they identify the Sniper. The shot has rang out, but who's going to take the opportunity to bomb? He seems well protected right now, and it doesn't look like AWS have an answer to this. Their health isn't good, they don't have the health for buffs, but Tech is going to be the man. Jumps in, misses the air shot, forces Rake back, doesn't actually get the frag. Exxon's going to follow up on that distraction now. He himself is down to 50. Gets pistoled by Kyler from across the map. Callow's actually going to be the one to kill him.
Just
Bull's
Bull
too scared of that
now.
scope.
Yeah, Bull's going to go home now and run home. Going to get back in spawn, but he's about to get his Uber, and so they're not going to be completely empty-handed. So they're going to organize now a push back in, but they know TLR has it too, so we're going to have an encounter. The times are pretty equal for both teams, and both teams want this bad, Admirable.
Yeah, and it's just gone into an equal game there for a brief second. On the clocks it was 104 per team, but now AWS are trying to contest the point. I hear an Uber coming in, and it is both Ubers being popped off though, but Bull has been milking his for a few percent more. Rake is still up on that cliff. Somebody needs to jump down. Flippy knows he's there, jumps up, eats a body shot, and is now being contested by Kyler. Rake survives the aggression of AWS yet again, and right now with the spawns favouring TLR, it's a bad time for AWS players to trade. T-Mac has just respawned, and he's probably going to be the guy with the responsibility of denying Rake. Tech actually tries to jump in but loses his 300 health, has him down to 90 there. He lost his buff, goes and picks up a kit, and right now AWS are just soaking up the pressure here, so much so that they managed to get a frag on Heist. They let him walk forward. T-Mac comes in into the combo. A cat amongst the pigeons. He's put out a lot of damage. Everybody's just walking forward. They're going to annihilate TLR here.
Admirable, why don't we get the comms of Team Awsomniac?
Totally forgot about that. Oh, we don't have Awsomniac. They speak French,
Oh,
motherfucker.
I'm sorry. Well, let's get TLR. We have to tune into the French cast for their comms. Let's get TLR.
Sure thing,
Hold on,
buddy.
don't go too fast, Ray, because we've got a bit of time.
One,
Ready?
two,
Put some time on now,
three.
Ray. Time
Let's
now,
go
Ray.
now.
Oh, I'm getting demo. Fuck me.
David, yeah.
Ah, why did you have to come up to the same corner?
That's the best place for the demo to go.
Yeah, but like, I can't just walk up to them. Could have just waited back a bit.
But I
Play
couldn't go first on that, or we would definitely.
Rake the little bitch.
For next season, we're going to teach the French people how to speak English so they can come in here
Let's go
and...
comms here. Let's go comms here.
Yeah.
Demo right side. Soldier
Demo
left.
tagged.
I play defensive, play aggressive.
sticks
Everyone
everywhere,
play
sticks
aggressive, I play def.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
moving now.
Soldier left.
Moving on.
Soldier left.
This is fucking.
Soldier on my ass.
Stun. Carbon spam. Back. Back.
Scout down.
Scout quick.
We can win this if
Focus
you
them
go
on,
aggressive
Ready?
now, Nox. You have to
Kill
go.
it. Let's try.
They're on point.
What?
Soldier point.
Yeah, but sniper.
Come to me,
Just
Scoot.
ignore him and go left. Play
Solid
for
down,
left.
I'm
Scoot, come to me. Scoot.
Medic, down.
I got
Medic
spawn,
low.
guys. I
Medic
got
low.
spawn.
Demo low.
Medic
Demo low.
Just the sniper.
Or
Get the
sniper.
sniper before he gets Miralian.
Where is he? I go forward, taking him.
Top right.
Ah, fucking hell. Sniper on the right.
HP?
I'm really low now.
He's
Can you
full.
help me?
He's full. He was full.
Yeah.
So this
Scott
top
coming.
right.
Scott coming.
Probably top right.
So confusing. So confusing.
Go on the right.
I got. I'm
Very
first.
confusing.
Yeah, we didn't some.
I'm 10 HP.
Fully down.
Sorry, jumping. Stun.
Just
job,
use
Use
it.
it, use it, use it. Use it.
What the
Need it.
fuck wrong?
Scout took 50 on the left.
It's good far left, it's good far left.
Out on me somewhere.
Are we gonna block?
More fighting.
Scout's far left.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
go
so
forward.
sorry.
Don't go forward.
Okay.
Wait till.
Wow. It's getting pretty intense in there for TLR and their team comms. You know, why can't AWS, they need to take, follow the lead of big nukes and learn English for the comms, right?
They speak the language of rockets to your face. Merlin dropping there, and Bill with the advantage. And looks like AWS are just going to take this one for free. TLR backing off without their Uber, and their medic is back on the field. But T-Mac with the black box onto Rick there takes out the sniper. Flippy isn't sniping right now. 2 times scouts here for AWS, and that is intimidating if you're trying to jump in and make a play. Those scatter guns are deadly.
Yeah, I mean, this is, we're going to be pretty close for time. For 2-1 now, TLR needs to take this, and they've got to win 2 rounds in a row. And I can't call that an easy task. Right now, both teams are going to have their Uber, and we're going to have an encounter at mid any second. Oh, we're not! Miralyn goes down! You've got to be kidding me. Exxon got the kill on Mirlin, and that is an Uber drop, and, you know, that happened.
Yeah, in terms of the outcome of the game, it's just turned it into an even round, basically, as AWS just tick in to the lead here. Down past 2 minutes, Mirlin is going to respawn. It's not really going to be that much of an Uber differential, and TLR know this. They can choose to push and commit their medic here. They might as well go for it. He spawns faster, bring the heals in, try and win the fight here, and they're trying to isolate players on the flank. Tech and T-Mac are doing their best to control this little door. Heist is super weak. Bull goes for the Ubersaw, but Exxon steals the frag anyway. And TLR are sucking out. They tried to go through the eye of a needle there, pushed through that tiny door. They just got destroyed.
I don't know what Heist. I don't know if I agree with that decision by Heist. He's a damage machine, as we've called out, but I think he's trying to play a little too aggressive now. We do have a pause, it looks like. I think that TLR, they've got to play desperately, but they can't play foolishly. They obviously know they got to win 2 rounds, but you can't come through that hallway like that.
Tactical pause. Would this pause have happened at the end of the round? You know, there was about 90 seconds left there on the red clock, and there was 90 seconds delay on STV. Am I saying AWS are going to win? But they wouldn't have paused if they won. No, I'm making it up, man. Just
the strategy of the pause.
Sherlock.
Yeah. We'll write the book of the pause and have some strats in there. So right now, we're looking at a situation where Mirlin's going to get his. We've only got a couple players down aside. It is, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty here, so to speak, for the TLR team, because if they can't shut this down and take this round, we're going to be looking at a 3rd map, and I don't think that's the situation they want.
Yeah, absolutely not. But I think they're probably just going to be happy to get Viaduct over. They look a little bit shaky. I've just retried to the server, so if it goes live, man, please tell me. I guess it hasn't gone live then, or has it? I'm back at the server now. Are you talking right now, Getawhale? Because I don't hear you.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here. I'm just watching an Uber encounter that just went down, and Nox just went down. I'm looking at his dead, lifeless soul on the ground there. His dead, lifeless body. Like I say, that we're going to have a recap here by TLR, but they are going to have to hold on, or maybe not. Real nice work here by Awsomniac shutting down the cap.
You want to go to the team comms, see if they can do this?
Yeah.
Light F. If you have a spare, we have to push forward and use it. Don't be afraid to use it. Fine.
Okay.
I think we're gonna try to suicide maybe.
Yeah, they will, I think.
Oh, I'm an idiot. You know what? These comms are delayed, or they're not back in sync yet because of that pause. Because I was wondering, the actions didn't seem to make sense there, right? Yeah, so
I'm no
we'll
computer
come back
scientist. To that. Yeah. Well, that was something. But anyway, the point does finally get recapped here by TLR. They've got to hold on now for 1.5 minutes. And if they can do this, they then have to take the next round as well. We had Exxon drop off of AWS. That was what happened, by the way.
That is fortunate for TLR. And right now, Flippy is sniping and players are bombing all over Mirlin. He does pop this time.
Yeah, now, holding on to the point.
Bull goes down though. Nox got a frag onto Bull. Jumped up onto Cliff or House there. But when he respawns... Oh, Mirlin goes down late into the push. Tech gets Mirlin right at the end, way after his Uber was popped. And now AWS do have an opportunity to step in here and take control of this point.
Kyler picked out Tech as well. Really great job here by Team Blue, TLR. Picking up some big kills and trying to get their momentum back.
Oh, this is probably a bad time to cap. They've just given their teammates extra seconds in the spawn queue when they need it the most, and T-Mac's already weak as Exxon comes in and trying to do him damage. But with the point switching back in favour, that spawn timer is reversed. And now Exxon, T-Mac are trying to contest this. It's pretty much neck and neck in terms of the seconds, but with TLR controlling the point, the situation is favouring them right now. It's 6 on 6. Both teams have a couple of weak players. Exxon first to die. No Demo Man now gives Heist a real opportunity to take control of this middle. And there's Rake pistoling down Bull. Looks like AWS are going to suck out on this one.
Flippy, wondering if Flippy's going to be able to get a pick. Still there as sniper. I don't know. This could be it. This could be round TLR. Looks like you're gonna suicide on the point. Exxon's gonna give it a shot.
Oh,
Going
destroyed.
down.
Uber comes in as well.
Bounced.
Bull trying to run on the point, but too late.
And so now it's map point.
Both teams with a chance to take the map here. That was pretty close for AWS, but Exxon dying so early in that engagement just gave the upper hand to Heist, I feel. But onto this mid, it's going to be Flippy sniping again. Rake isn't sniping, but I wonder how TLR are going to deal with this as I jump to their comms!
Soldier low.
I'm really weak. Demo's going for me.
Second soldier on the left, I'm dead.
Guys, demo low. Demo weak on the floor, guys. Low.
He's
getting
with the
healed.
map.
Could kill me.
Ah, God.
I can't believe you survived that. Fucking hell.
Nice, man. We didn't lock the demo ice on the right.
I did. He got absolutely. He got fucked. He flew in the air and he didn't die. It was amazing.
Hey, what are we doing?
Wow.
You heard it. Fucked.
You heard it here first on TFTV. And so they really thought Exxon should have died, but he's just setting up now and having a good old time, maybe having a cup of tea, who knows? As this point right now belongs to AWS. And remember, if they can win this golden round, it will force a third map. Now, if TLR can win it, though, that's it. So it's really on AWS now, and they've already ticked 30 seconds or more off the clock.
They forced the Uber here,
40
though.
seconds, yeah.
A lot of players got in close onto Bull there. He was still 150 health when he popped, actually, but he seemed a little intimidated by Cal, who was sitting there reloading his black box. Why would you take a black box on a suicide wave? Would you not prefer to have an extra rocket? Just throwing that out there, you know. Consider that one, Calio.
Just think about it. Yeah, I mean, Cal, of course, everyone's going to make a joke about the players ghosting on our casting. Anyhow, but we're going to... Look at this. Way down the throat. Down goes Heist, and Rake down too.
But the clock continues to tick down in favour of AWS. They were putting a lot of focus onto that medic pick. There's an opportunity here for AWS to clean up.
No, Mirland, sorry. Right now, with 3 players up, like, look at this point, Admirable. It's still 1:30. AWS halfway through this round, and if they can hold on, it's going to be a third map.
Yeah, like, that was maybe a little bit of an overextension from TLR. Like, they wanted to use the spawn advantage to get the medic pick, but how many players are you going to sacrifice for that? Like, they unloaded all their ordnance before they'd actually killed Bull, and that made it easy for AWS to come back and get a lot of frags there. Right now, they're Axe. It's like TLR Axe are going to cap the point for the first time in this round. It starts to tick down in this favour, but like you say, 2-minute disadvantage here.
Look at this! Oh my god, it was a nice try there by D-Mac, who tried to come around the back.
Oh, Bull's nowhere and
down!
gets caught out.
And
His team
Exxon, the only one left up.
He's under finisher in spawn as well. Kyler's going to get that frag. Doesn't escape with his own life, but probably not a great trade there. Exxon's going to respawn pretty much immediately. Kyler's going to be dead for another 10 seconds. So this forward hold from TLR might be ill-advised. They're actually a man down in this fight. Debul's about to come back on the field.
We saw them do this last time, and we know what happened. Mirland ended up going down as they overcame it. He has Uber this time, though.
Let's get the sticky trap frag on the T back there.
Yeah, I think Mirland definitely going to pop, at least stay alive. Here he goes.
Nox! Nox steps in and kills Bull. Ooh. They do force the Uber, but
nice
this is just mindless. This is mindless play here from AWS. They need to compose themselves and remember that they have still a minute advantage here.
They just breathe, AWS. I think that they're capable of this, but they need to organize here. Get it together, gang.
They're trying to push into Heist again. Heist gets his stickies, but he's got another 8 loaded. Oh, but Flippy finds the gap. He's run through and pressuring him back. Heist is in danger, getting picked here. Manages to survive just for now, but Exxon jumps in. He wants Heist so bad. He does get that frag. He himself is on 100 health, but he's continuing to put on the damage.
Knocks down, Kyler down.
Exxon and Flippy smashing it.
They just mopped the floors with the TLR team, and I'm in shock, Admirable.
Forward hold, gone wrong.
What happened there? What was that? Oh my, like, I'm speechless. I can't. Obviously, TLR there, they were doing what they felt they had to do, but now it's going to be difficult for them to come back. And AWS, they're not going to hold like that. AWS been doing great holding just right here on the point. Like, they have this whole match. They have Flippy as scout right now.
Oh, a lot of damage coming on to Exxon. He gets launched forward, but hits Merlin with his stick. Exxon turning a tragedy into triumph there. I thought he was going to die. For sure he did die, but he got an all-important medic kit. Kyler and Nox, the only two alive as Rake respawns on that TLR side, and AWS are looking strong here. Only 20 seconds left on the clock. I'm going to jump the gun here, Getawhale, and say we're going to a third map, baby.
Don't get ahead of yourself, buddy, because we have seen some crazy finishes on these Koth maps, especially Viaduct. And TLR, I think they know they have to get out here now. We have an Uber pop for red. T-Mac goes down, though. They're trying to counter this cap, but I think Blue is dying to get it. That could be it, though. They're literally dying. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Oh, wow, they somehow salvaged the cap, but I think that'll be it. Maryland somehow got on the point to stop it from ending, but there we go, 3-2 Awsomniac, and somehow we're forcing a third map. GG's called out.
Show me the logs. I'm gonna put them into chat there, and I'll share. You know, I'm a nice guy.
You're a nice guy. Let's see what we can glean from these logs as we wait. Obviously, it's loser's pick, and so we'll find out momentarily what map we will be going to. And TLR gets to pick the map.
I didn't highlight Kyler for any reason in particular, but he was just the player I looked at the profile of. But looking at damage here, Exxon up top, he stepped over the 400 damage per minute mark there, putting out 402. Heist isn't far behind him. That's strange, actually. Both demo men did 11k damage, but someone was not on the server for a while, I guess. If it's per minute, yeah, I'm confused. I don't even know.
Flippy, 15 headshots. Can we give him the prize?
Decent,
yeah,
decent.
It's all right.
So I guess our sniper comparison was all wrong. Rick had better stats, but Flippy produced the goods.
Yeah, I think Flippy was playing sniper for a lot longer, and Rake played a lot more scout. Rake is obviously great at both, but Flippy just having a way better time there. I think just thanks to his team doing better
Tech
overall.
As well.
Yeah.
Look at the good kills and assists per death there, man. Flippy up top, 4.2. Tech puts out 32 frags, 9 assists, and 17 deaths. Doing work as Soldier. And
Kyler
Blue
had a
actually
good time.
died less than Meerlin as well.
Yeah.
And got more assists.
4
he was more
drops
involved in the game for sure.
Yeah, Meerlin dropped
4 drops.
Ubers.
Really?
4.
Okay,
it's right there. The stats are there.
That's a stat right there. 4 drops. Okay.
So you've got to think that if there were not that many drops on the side of TLR, you've got to really think that might have been a much different outcome on that map.